Hello and welcome back to the OTB channel. Today we're going to take a quick first look at a distribution that really is still in development but seems to be almost there. It's a respin of KDE Neon and it's called Stormfish. See you after the intro. Okay, welcome back. So just a quick video today, really, because we've got a live stream at 4:30 GMT tomorrow, where I'm going to be doing a ramble, one of the traditional rambles. So I'm going to be covering a range of topics that are just a little bit of chat more than anything else that have been going through my mind over the last few months. But today, yeah, we're going to be looking at something called Stormfish OS. It's a distro that I was asked to look at by Ben Fitzpatrick. You may remember going back some time ago, I did look at another distro that he was involved in called Storm OS, based on Arch Linux, which was very nice. That's still available on SourceForge for you to download. But this one is called Stormfish OS, and it's based on KDE Neon. So it's a respin of KDE Neon. And KDE Neon, if you're not sure what that is, it's the very latest version of KDE Plasma, but it's based on Ubuntu LTS, so 2004. So it's almost like cutting-edge Plasma, but absolutely solid and stable Ubuntu. I've not looked at KDE Neon before, but I've played around with this a little bit this week, and it's very nice, I have to say. I don't normally look at KDE, but I'm not against KDE. I think it's improved a lot since the KDE 3 days, and this particular variant, I think, really has it in the looks department. In fact, this respin is very much about theming, the wallpapers that are available and the themes and the icons that are used. But I believe there has also been some work done under the hood to make it a little bit faster. Enough said, though. Let's get straight into the install and have a quick look round. Right, so here I am at the Stormfish desktop. And I have to say, I really like the theming. It sort of appeals to my sense of a dark desktop, and I like the space sort of wallpaper. But that's neither here nor there. Let's look at getting this installed. You will see we've got a couple of scripts here on the desktop, and speaking to Ben, he was saying that they're trying to figure out how to get these removed at the moment. It's not that they cause any damage, and this is very much a pre-release more than anything else, so we can't judge it for that. Initially, though, what I don't see is any way of installing. But I do see a file up here that says something like installation instructions. So let's open it up. So to install Stormfish, open Dolphin and go to the desktop, and there you'll see an alien Stormfish installer. Double click on it and allow it to execute. Or just click on the alien on the taskbar to begin. And I can see we've got a little alien icon there. Okay. And obviously we've just got some acknowledgements. Ben Fitzpatrick, TJ Wolf, Fishmanluvslinux. What a great name. Or AKA Fishman. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we can do this either way. We can just click on that, or we can click on Dolphin, which is there in the taskbar. And I can see on the desktop, there's obviously a few hidden files there. There's a desktop file, an installed desktop, Stormfish desktop there. And I also see the Ubiquity desktop is there. Now, I've tried a couple of versions of this from different links, and initially this Ubiquity desktop was just sitting on the desktop very visible. And I initially just went over there and clicked on that. It's not going to work, though. Apparently, the guys have left this in case any of you want to try building your own version. So that's great. Anyway, I'm going to shut that down, and I'm just going to click on this little picture of the alien that's on the taskbar, and let's see what happens. I do like the dark theme here. I think it's really nice. Okay, so this is Ubiquity, so it's picked English as default, so I'm going to move on from there. I'm going to select English UK. It defaults to US, so you don't need to do anything if that's where you live. And then it asks me if I want to download updates while installing. Yes, I do. And do I want to install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware? Yes, of course I do. Continue. Right, and here I get some options. So just erase the disk and install Stormfish. Have a look at the advanced features. So I can set it up with LVM or even ZFS or something else. Well, in this instance, I'm just going to click the default. This is a virtual machine. And it just confirms what I'm going to do. Strange that I don't have an option for swap there, but hey-ho, that's neither here nor there with a virtual machine. It may well create a swap partition. It's correctly located me, London. Well, I'm not London, but if you live in the UK, you're all essentially that one time zone. Select your name and password, so I'll choose the usual. Require my password to log in. Yes, I'm going to stick with that. And off it goes. So, we will come back once this is installed. Right, so here we are. This is the installed system. And it all went pretty smoothly, didn't take very long. And I simply rebooted. And it's automatically gone into full HD, so no problem there. Now, I'm not going to be doing a full review of this. It's very much a first look. What I will do, though, for those of you who would like to give it a go, is I downloaded this from a Google Drive link, and Ben has given me permission to put the Google Drive link in the video information. So I'll put it there if you'd like to try it out. It will eventually go to SourceForge, though, and you'll be able to download it from there. So I asked Ben, I said, what's its USP? What makes this different from the standard KDE Neon, which, as you probably know, is the latest version of KDE Plasma, all based on the stable LTS version of Ubuntu 2004? And his answer was, well, essentially it is KDE Neon, but it's been remastered for a friend of Ben's called Fishman, who we actually saw as one of the names who's been involved in making this. It has some extra apps and theming, which he could have probably done on his own, but putting it all together in a package makes it a bit faster for him. But it's not just normal KDE Neon, apparently. It's a little bit faster because there's some tweaks been done under the hood. I'm not exactly sure what those tweaks are. All I can say is it feels pretty snappy to me. I haven't really got a base to compare it with because KDE Neon isn't something I've really spent any time in. But it seems snappy. It seems to be a really nice, quick, responsive desktop. So I suppose let's open up the terminal before we start. Actually, let me say something here. You'll see that the installer icon and the installation instructions and those two scripts are both still there after installation. Clearly, they need to be removed. And no doubt that will happen as this distro develops. It's not something that's going to cause any problems, but I would just remove that. Can you remove it? Unpin it from the taskbar. There you are, so I don't hit it by accident. And I would probably get rid of those scripts. But so, what was I saying? Let's go and open the terminal. And there we have Stormfish OS. Running in VirtualBox. It's running the 5.11 kernel, so that's the LTS kernel, isn't it? It's got 2061 packages, which is quite high, and 7 flat packs. It's using the KWin desktop manager, and the theme is Breeze Light and Breeze with the Cyan Breeze dark icons. Okay, you can see it's running on my Intel i5. So let's just do a HTOP. I'm assuming this is installed already. And yes, it is. And you can see up here, it's running on 816 megs of RAM. So not the lightest of the light, but in this day and age, it's not heavy either. The vast majority of computers can cope with something that runs at around 850 megs of RAM without a problem. Certainly lighter weight than GNOME is. So all good. What have we got down here on the bottom panel or taskbar or whatever you want to call it? Well, you've got the little Zoom OS icon there, which is just going to open up your menu. Right click there. Do we have any options? Just basic stuff, really. We have there Discover the Software Center. We have the system settings. We have an icon to open the Dolphin File Manager. And I do quite like that theme, I have to say. It's a very flat, modern theme. Quite nice. Okay, we can go with that. You've got your terminal, which is console being KDE, and you've got the Synaptic Package Manager, which is always a good thing with Debian-based systems. I just want to have a quick look at the repositories to see what we've got in here. And you can see, yeah, most of the things seem to point to Focal Fossa repos. So again, based on the stable version of Ubuntu. Although, do I see any PPEs here, or PPAs, should I say? No. We've got the Brave browser repo there. And something called Dead Snakes. Oh, there we are, Dead Snakes PPA. I have no idea what Dead Snakes is. I presume it's a game or something like that. And you've got another one here. Launchpad.net NEMH system back? No idea. Okay. Anyway, you can take a look at that for yourself. So, I suppose if you're going for the look, let's have a look at the desktop theme, or rather the desktop wallpapers that are available. And there seems to be quite a selection here. Wow, yeah, there is. And some pretty nice ones by the look of it. I'm just having a look through here. Let's just make this a bit smaller so we can see if I change them. Colourful cups. As if I put that there. I don't like that as much as it perhaps looked on a small image. The Milky Way, Safe Landing. This was the original SF4. Quite like that whirlwind look. Yeah, that's quite nice. I do like that. And a few gaming related wallpapers. The original Hackman wallpaper there. Storm Church, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's quite nice. So I think that really fits in with the dark theme. Anyway, you get the idea. There's plenty to choose from here. So all good. I'm going to just keep this wallpaper there for the time being. You've got the Brave browser, you've got Firefox as well, and if you go over here, you've got Tamper, which is a little weather app. You've got display configuration, you've got your notifications, you've got HPlip. I've got a live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to talk a little bit about HPlip because I've only really just discovered it, and I'm incredibly impressed with it. What else have you got here? Oh, okay, an update notifier. You've got the audio volume. I've got audio disabled on the virtual machine because it can sometimes create problems. What about here? Okay, the most recent drive, networks. And if you pop up the unseen notifications, you've got a night color control, battery and brightness, KDE Connect. Okay, it's a fully functioning desktop. Let's have a quick look in the menu. I do like this menu. I like the way it looks. Let's go down to development. That's probably the best place to start off with. So you've just got an icon browser there. Graphics. You've got Blue Recorder, which is a simple screen recorder. Document Scanner, GwenView, Ocular, and Xsane. Been playing with that this week. It's brilliant. And in Internet, so 2 browsers there. I think it makes sense to keep Firefox, to be honest, but Ben has actually put Brave in. Choose your poison. Install a different one if you want. You've got Deluge as a BitTorrent client, and you've got KDE Connect there. Multimedia, MPV, and VLC. I always like to see VLC. Very little in Office, so LibreOffice isn't actually installed out of the box at the moment. You've just got the HPlip stuff, Ocular, Osmo, which I believe is almost like a calendar and to-do application, and then a PDF application for editing as well, split and merge PDFs. You've got your settings application, and they've left in the Wolfland Builder. Apparently, if you want to do a respin of this, you'll need to install the Ubiquity package, and it is, I think, still on the desktop. I'll have a look to check if it's still on the desktop in a second. System. Oh, BleachBit. Okay, all good. Discover, Dolphin, HTOP, the Info Center. Let's just move down to see if there's anything else here. Xterm, and a USB flasher. Okay, and what about utilities? You've got an emoji selector, an arc there, and of course Kate and Kwrite, and a screenshot utility. So I'm just bringing up the little emoji program, and there you go. You can select your color emojis if you want. Did I get to the end of this? So utilities, yeah, that's pretty much it. So actually, it's got enough programs in to get you started, but it's not huge bloat. There's not a load of programs here. The ISO was actually 2.7 gigs, which is quite large. So I'm almost surprised that it hasn't got something like the Office program in. Let me just open Dolphin and just have a quick look here. If I go to desktop, oh, actually, no, Ubiquity has been removed there. So, but you've still got the install Stormfish desktop icon there. It's just hidden at the moment. There's not a lot more to say about this. I suppose if I go to settings, for those of you who are used to using KDE Plasma, here we are, this will be home from home. Once again, though, I really do like this theme. I've not seen this theme before. I'll be honest with you, I've always preferred the look of GTK applications compared to those built with the Qt toolchain. But when you make Qt apps dark, they take on a whole different feel, and I can live with them then. I can't live with light themes, I'm afraid, anymore. So you've got the appearance, app, and the applications you want, the icons you're using. And there we have plenty to choose from. font management, the boot and splash screen, etc., etc. Start up and shut down. Okay, all good. Manjaro Scion as a login screen. Well, if that's what you want, that's fine. What else is here? Just the standard stuff, really. You've got a firewall. Right. This looks like firewall. Is it firewall D? I might be wrong. I always use UFW, I've got to be honest. And then all the standard stuff, the driver manager, power management, Bluetooth. Let's hit driver manager. It's good to see KDE Connect is actually there already. By the way, I know I did a review of KDE Connect quite some time ago, and I use one of my Android phones. But I also have an iPhone, and KDE Connect is currently in beta for the iPhone, and I've been playing around with it, and it works pretty well, I have to say. Printers, etc., etc. So, Innertech Systemeratung GM. So, okay, so it's telling us what we can use. VirtualBox stuff. Okay, let's just shut this down. Guys, this is just a quick first look. Really like the look and feel of it. It feels really snappy. Clearly, there's a couple of little things to finish off, but it is a complete desktop as far as I can see. And as I say, I've played around with it a few times this week, and I've not found any gotchas. So let's go and have a quick chat. Right, so that's Stormfish OS. Whilst I remember, I should have obviously got the acknowledgements in right at the beginning. I'm just reading off my phone here. And I'm quoting Ben Fitzpatrick here. Got a new ISO for you to hopefully look at. My buddy Seeker, Fishmanluvslinux and TJ Wolf made this remix of KDE Neon called Stormfish. It's got the Ubiquity installer, a rethemed KDE 5.23, some scripts, and a bunch of wallpapers and themes. So, okay, great. What did I think of it? I thought there was nothing not to like. If you're a KDE fan, it gives you cutting-edge KDE Plasma. It gives you the stability of Ubuntu LTS. If you like the theming and you like the icons that have been used, it's probably for you. So, yeah, by all means, download it, give it a spin. That's going to be it for today. As I said during the review, I am doing a live stream tomorrow at 4:30. I haven't got a single hook to hang it on. I'm going to talk about a number of things. That 3-month sabbatical that I had and the sort of things I've been doing during that time. What else? Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about KDE printers, how my ThinkPads are getting on, and my favourite distros at the moment. And as you know, I've been playing with a few. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me just drag my patrons over here. I'd like to thank everybody who watched the video, of course, and please like and subscribe. For some reason, most of the viewers still aren't subscribed, so it really helps that old Google algorithm. Thanks to my existing Patreons, they're building up again. There was a little bit of a cull when I took the 3 months off, but thanks very much to Robert, Aristotelis, Stormpix, Mike, Ty, Forrest, Patrick, Glenn, Magnus, Darren, Mislav and Chris. Thanks, guys. Your support really helps. And I'll see you tomorrow.